welcome to my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. If you've seen anything else on my channel, you know I am a lifelong Final Fantasy fan. I have been playing since the first one came out on the Nintendo back in 1980, whatever, and every single one that I could get my hands on I have played and loved. But the only mainline Final Fantasies I haven't played is 15, and I haven't played any of the MMORPG ones. And then some of the side ones like Type 0 and Tactics and things like that I just never got around to, and I may never at this point. 15 is hopefully in the near future for me at least, though. I am so excited for this. In the weeks leading up to Rebirth here, I finished off the Platinum for Remake and for Crisis Core. Just had fun going back and revisiting those, hit some of the challenging fights. So much fun to do. I'm not a tactician on hard mode bosses, so I have no shame about looking up other people's strategies, because that's what they're for. They are tacticians. They come up with workable strategies. They produce the content. I will use that content. That's what it's there for. So if I have problems with something, I have no problems looking up and getting a little bit of help. Sometimes adapting their strategy for myself, sometimes not. But I am beyond stoked and thrilled for this. I have obviously Remake knocked it out of the park for just about anyone who ever saw it, and even people who are not familiar with Final Fantasy fell in love with it. I have enjoyed watching people discover it for the first time who'd never even played OG7, and I've watched people play who are, like myself, lifelong Final Fantasy fans, and one and all just practically in awe of how awesome that game was. And this looks to be the next level beyond, from just the bit I've seen in trailers, the bit I played the demo already. I recorded my playthrough on the demo, but I was lurking in someone's channel at one point and just kind of overheard a couple of comments that people made while they were playing the demo. I was just giving them a view on Twitch to help support the channel, and heard a couple of things that there might be some differences between the demo and the actual release. So I decided I'm just going to go start the game from scratch. I'm not going to skip the demo part, and I think that should let me do the variable combat now, which the demo didn't have. So I figured this will give me a chance to break in on that combat as well. So, and I'll just start this video series fresh, and we'll see what happens. So I might as well go through the story so far just to let it play. And when we're doing the demo part, sort of go over my initial impressions and things I noticed while playing that. Word of warning, this is spoilers and speculation abound for what has come so far. But please respect if you stick around and you watch, and if you decide to leave a comment of some sort, which I encourage, please respect that if you have already seen someone else or experienced for yourself beyond where I am in the story, please keep that to yourself. No spoilers in the comment section for what may be to come. I would like to experience that afresh, but I will be talking about things in Crisis Core, things in Remake, speculations of people that I've talked to over the years in preparation for Rebirth, that sort of thing. So this is not, if you are not intimately familiar with all of those things, there may be some spoilers for you, or if you're okay for that, there may just be some things you hadn't noticed or thought about, some of which will not be my original thoughts. They will be things that someone else came up with in a channel that I was chatting with or whatnot, or some of my friends over the years. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. I am so excited to see what happens here. So we're going to start with the story so far, because it's worth it. Here we go.
There is so much to tell.
I love Red's voice here. Good choice for this.
With all that we saw, what we heard, what we felt.
Short, simple, and beautiful.
Of ours, destiny.
Capital D.
Part in it. Best to start at the beginning, perhaps.
That's a very good place to start, or so Sound of Music assures me.
Midgar, the city of Mako, ruled by the Shinra Electric Power Company.
I love the opening theme they did behind this originally that they're reusing here.
For industry as Mako. Our world
Steven's
was
restaurant.
dying, and so few could hear her cries for mercy.
That's gorgeous. I still remember when I first saw the trailer, when they first dropped it for remake, and I was just like, wait, is this real? Oh my god. Just the shock and the awe and the amazement of that first trailer that pretty much everybody shared when they first saw it, because damn.
To destroy Reactor 1.
I love the difference the first time I played this and fought that thing, because I didn't play the demo. I didn't get around to playing this until Interlude had already come out, or Intergrade. So I didn't play the demo, but at first time I played that Scorpion boss, such problems with it. Oh my god, such a hard time. And then when I went back and replayed it again, because I played the game ultimately 3.5 times now. I went through it once normally, and then restarted the whole thing to when I went to go for the plat. And night and day, once already knowing the combat and how to play the game in that first fight, and even on hard mode, it wasn't that bad already, since I already knew what I was doing. The half time was just playing the necessary chapters on easy mode to race through really fast for the dress combos.
Avalanche had no time to grieve. Aerith had struck a deal with Shinra, who took her into custody.
And I promise I won't talk over normal cutscenes in real gameplay.
Was within reach.
Much.
The fabled promised land.
I love Elmira in the first one. By the way, she was fantastic, both young Elmira and modern Elmira.
She could guide them to paradise. To save her, the team infiltrated the Shinra building.
They really like the shot of Cloud looking at that building, don't they?
It was here that I, another prisoner, joined their story and assisted them in freeing Aerith.
It's interesting watching people who don't have experience with OG7 being introduced to Red and their immediate reaction of, what the hell is that thing? And just, is that a person that got transformed? What is that thing? And like the speculation, it's fun to watch.
Before he could be stopped, Cloud's foe fled with the corpse of Genova, the cataclysm from the stars, and the catalyst of our plight.
Which has yet to be explained in this storyline, adequately at least.
Eventually,
I'm sure we'll get more of it later.
Pursuing troopers defeated, we raced toward Midgar's edge.
Oh, the bike fight was so much fun. I didn't do it on hard mode. I'll admit that.
Yet Sephiroth once again intervened.
Skip that fight.
Suddenly, deafening screams rent the air. Whispers, the arbiters of fate, descended upon the city.
Which, this was interesting, and I'll cover it when we get to that part.
Before their imposing wall, Aerith warned us.
The tornado that it's mentioned
crossroads.
later on. Because there's rampant speculation, of course, of what did Aerith know and when did she know it.
All been as the whispers willed it.
And I'm of the opinion that this Aerith
Was to break free.
is involved somehow with the storyline we're seeing now.
The whispers
Intentionally or otherwise, she clearly has some foreknowledge of what's going on. And whether her spirit in the life stream is partially responsible for the fact that we're getting a reset storyline that is differing from the original, like a chance to redo it and get it right, maybe a chance to save people that weren't saved first, a chance to stop the pillar, and she failed, a chance to do this and that, and she kept finding herself pushed back to the original fate until the end there, when with everyone's help she was able to break away, like warning Cloud not to fall in love with her, like she knows what's up. There's so much that points to the fact that she knows something about what's happening, and maybe she maybe has been losing some of that knowledge, as she says in the tower. Every time the whispers touch her, she loses something of herself, and by the end it's the why did you stop us, and she's like, I don't know. Like, she knows, but she can't remember why she knows or what she knows. So I'm kind of of the opinion that something is there, and that's obviously not a unique opinion. We'll see how that plays out over the course of the story, of course. So we are starting Confirm whether internet needs to have a PlayStation console. Yeah, check that please, because I did stuff. What do I get? Kupo Charm? And survival set, yes. I completed Nibelheim. I don't want to skip that, I'm redoing that. I get Leviathan, yes, okay. I heard someone mention Leviathan when I was lurking. Someone mentioned getting Leviathan, but having seen her playthrough, she didn't get Leviathan in the main story, so she didn't even know who Leviathan was. So now that makes sense. And Ramu, okay, excellent. I believe I'm good with the standard controls. That's new. That was not in the demo, so I don't know how well that's going to come over with the microphone here. For now, I'm going to leave it on, and if after this first video or so, when I go back and check the recordings of it, if it sounds weird, I will kill it. Okay, dynamic. Enemy difficulty adjusts automatically based on your skill level. That could be good or bad. And select this if you love the thrill of the fight. I kind of do. Like, I want to experience the challenge. I want to see what they did with this. I did the demo on normal, obviously, and it wasn't bad. I want to see what happens with this, which is really why I'm doing it. And redoing the demo. Active. Alright, what do you got for me? Let's go. Go. This was great. Okay, so they can see in the video there's at least the wind visible. I didn't pay attention quite fast enough to see whether you could see the whispers on the video they were watching. You can see the wind, you can see the tornado there, but I don't think you could see the whispers in the tornado.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
And it's always been interesting to me who can see the whispers when.
I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with
tornado
investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche.
See, no whispers visible. So this is the city getting torn up by a tornado.
And has begun investigations into the matter.
The city is still intact when you look back in the main storyline timeline, if you will. So, but the city was getting ripped up to create the battle arena. Dumb apples and stamp. So, the city that was torn up, as we'll see shortly, Shinra Tower gone already. The city that was torn up appears to be the city from Zack's timeline, branch, part in the story, whatever, what have you. Because everything we just saw there, with Cloud escaping even, that's the part that's getting confusing here. Is that was clearly Cloud with everyone else. But we also are seeing Zack and Cloud right here. And they're referencing, and the reference in a second, an ex-soldier with Avalanche, etc. So I'm obviously, everyone is at this point confused as to how Zack and Cloud are now in the same sequence of events that produced what we saw in Remake with Cloud with everyone. And the city was destroyed behind them by the Whisper Tornado. But now we have Mako Cloud here.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings.
See, there's Avalanche going. So everything that happened in Remake has happened.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city. I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see,
But they're not referencing the Sector 7 plate being dropped by the terrorists' avalanche, which was the whole point of everything we witnessed in that fight of, you know, attention terrorists, Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists. So that storyline of Avalanche dropping the plate does not appear to be part of this, because they're saying the tornado did it.
the rescue team has pulled people from the rubble.
It's never easy to see people like that.
Quick, get the camera off them.
Or Red, for that matter.
Come on, this way.
Contact the SAR team. Targets have been secured. We are exfilling via helo now. Move it.
And there's Aerith.
What?
I love Zack. You gotta feel for the guy. Cameramen for Shinra News don't seem to fare very well, do they? They're getting stepped on by Scarlet, beat up by troopers.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for
Now, Zack, that may not be a good idea, because Kyrie is kind of a self-involved pain in the butt, who might just turn over Cloud having seen you with a Buster Sword.
Aerith!
Yeah, Red, get it. Except it kind of goes south for him. I'm Zack. I'm Zack. So I saw like little bits of that part, and then I stopped playing. So I can't swing my Buster Sword. Why do I have a Buster Sword if I can't swing it? I can run, at least. There are boxes, and I want to break them. Yeah, so I saw that brief intro part, and then I stopped before apparently anyone ever actually started controlling Zack, because I'm controlling Zack. Buster Sword, yeah. But at this point, they've got to be referring to Cloud. That's the thing I killed. The expressway end somewhere here, I assume. But yeah, that's the thing that you kill at the end of the expressway fight. Gotta be. I recognize those tires. Huh. Okay. This way? Nope, not that way. Isn't that where I came from? Yeah, okay. Did I not go far enough somewhere? Holy crap. Oh, jump over. Okay. Got it.
Get away from her!
Oh, come on. Yeah. Ha! Come on, do the ha! Come on, Zack. Zack is graceful. Like, he's got a lighthearted grace that Cloud didn't seem to have. I'm not Avalanche, I'm Zack. And I'm gonna take out a helicopter with a giant concrete block.
Come on, let's get him.
Yeah, let's get the guy who just yeeted a concrete block at a helicopter and took it out in one shot. Got a combo charge. Okay. Sort of like the way Sephiroth had one of those sort of charging special ability like that in the demo. Okay, we've got Aerith. So, okay, I'm trying to reconcile timelines here. At the end of the Yuffie DLC, he went into the church to look for Aerith. You know, I'm back! And I swear he was more cleaned up than he is now. But he just was coming in from outside the city there.
This
Is that a
so messed up.
plot hole?
All of it. But I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
Okay, so now we've got two Aeriths and a Zack. Oh, do we only have one Aerith? Never mind. That bounce of that material feels very familiar and deliberate. Like, I feel bad for Zack. Like, I don't feel bad for that Aerith because I don't know her. But I feel bad for Zack.
All right, then. Seeing as we've got the time.
Okay, so this is where the demo was. So that was all new. But now this is where the demo picked up.
If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and what little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it.
So
Then,
Cloud
out of
left
nowhere,
at 14
job of a
then.
lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck.
Chapter 1, The Fall of a Hero. This will actually be kind of fun because this is the first YouTube series I've recorded where I don't have to voice act everything.
Hey man, feeling any better?
Note the color of the hair, back of the helmet there.
Sure don't look it. Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this?
Now, again, this is
You bet.
spoiler and speculation for me time, so if you don't know OG story, Crisis Core story, etc., you might want to skip ahead or something, I don't know. Because, obviously, that's Cloud. Real Cloud, who's hunched over there. And this is Cloud the puppy, aka Zack.
Sorry. No can do.
And I noticed going on this demo, they do a really good job giving him Zack's mannerisms. The way he will stand with his hands on his hip is Zack, not Cloud.
One of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
The lightness and playfulness with him
Finally make
is
first.
very
What do they
much
do?
Zack's
Call a
character.
ceasefire with Wu-Tai, stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy.
Hey, you did a great job tracking down all that material for little kid Yuffie in Crisis Core.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor.
And running through the same caves and tunnel corridors
Another one of
8,000
those Turks
times.
gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Which, I didn't know this until recently looked it up to confirm. Nibelheim literally translates as Mist Home or Cloud's Home. That's actually what Nibelheim means. Or Niflheim, technically, really. But so, and Nibelheim obviously is the final fantasization of the name. Like Midgar versus Midgard from Norse mythology. So, Yeah, did not know that until just recently.
You take one, I'll take the other.
Hang on, I blinked and it's dead. Because you're flipping Sephiroth.
Wait in the truck.
No way! I got this!
Do you, though? I was pushing buttons there.
On you.
This Gorgon defeated. That Gorgon was already defeated. And that is a bloody massive sword. I swear that thing gets even longer every time Sephiroth appears in something.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
Putting it mildly.
Nibelheim. That's where they built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah.
Which I also
It all
didn't know until
started in
playing
the
this.
fall.
Was that
Something was
Nibelheim
wrong
was
with
the
the
very
reactor,
first reactor
And
in
the whole village was up in arms.
the world.
Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Which, in the history of bad decisions in this world, is one of the higher ones that someone could have made. Sending Sephiroth to this reactor and this Shinra Manor. Bad idea.
Home sweet home, right?
See? Hands on hips. That's Zack.
Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents, though, right?
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father...
Did she, though?
Oh, there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
Why am I talking about this?
They did a really good job
Let's go.
capturing, the original body motions from OG7. His leaning over his hands, etc. I also just noticed Sephiroth keeps a little bit of materia on his waist, on his belt there, at the top of his belt
I wanted
buckle.
to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
See it?
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
Oh, thanks, man. You're so nice. All right, main menu, yada yada yada. Rolling, jumping. Okay, I'm still not, mastering these controls of the differences from remake to this one and the niceties and finer points. So you will still see me make plenty of mistakes.
Backwater is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here.
So, any friends here you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
Which sounds an awful lot like it's close to Zack's voice. And I suspect that's on purpose, because I'm pretty sure this is the Cloud version trooper. And so the fact that that's the conversation that they then flip the voice for, I think, is intentional. That's my guess anyway. Oh, I need to check camera settings. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, fine. System options, camera. I think did I drop it 1 or would it start at a 4 and I dropped it to a 3? Or it started at 3 and I dropped it to 2. Alright, that feels about right.
How's it going over there?
Yeah, on the demo, like the first time I started panning the camera around, it went crazy for a second.
You're gonna save Nibelheim, right?
I am. That's what I do, because I'm a hero. Alright. I'm sure there's chests or some random thing that I will miss. But I'm not going to go crazy at this point, because I also know that at this point in the story doesn't really matter that much. Fable instincts are kicking in. I'm trying not to kick the chickens.
Oh, hey there. Oh my gosh, Cloud! Have you gone to see your mother yet?
No, I'll go see her soon enough. Chill out.
Counting on
Whoa.
you to get rid of those fiends.
Go out loud.
I heard that Stamp theme.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Speaking of which, Stamp. It's my headcanon, because I've never seen this mentioned in World or anything else. It's my headcanon that the Final Fantasy fanfare, the Victory fanfare, is actually from the Stamp show in this world. And that's why you have everyone from Barrett to Yuffie and probably anyone else that we come across who sings it. That's why they actually know that song and would sing it. It's because it's something they've all heard and experienced. From Barrett with his daughter to Yuffie as a kid, even in Wutai, that they've heard that theme, and that's why it exists in this world as something that people just randomly decide to sing.
We'll make sure you guys are ready.
But that's my headcanon. Never heard it brought up or mentioned anywhere else. There doesn't have to be a reason it exists in this world. But hello, random guy teaching me how to jump over fences by example. You're very cool. Doing that over and over again. The life of an NPC.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
Team is feeling
Hi.
hungry. Be sure to stop by.
Soldier, good to see you. How about a taste of home before you go?
Oh, I didn't do this last time. I got a sandwich.
Wait a minute. Is that Cloud?
It is Cloud.
Silly boy. You should have let us know you'd be paying us a visit.
Well, you changed your phone number. And I don't actually know who you are, so I couldn't call ahead. Alright, so little things. Okay. Map. Obviously the water tower, very important to the Nibelheim storyline visuals. Slightly disappointed I didn't find red materia staining the water up here when I climbed it.
I don't know. Nostalgic, I guess? After 2 years away and all that.
Also, I mean, pay attention, like, if you know the story, pay attention, like, those little moments they put in of Tifa's little, where her uncertainty is bleeding in. Because it's got to be deliberate, and I think, for those of us who know what's going on, we recognize it. For those that don't know, probably glance right past that and don't think twice about her reactions there in those little moments. It's really subtle, but I think it's very well done. And I assume it'll continue in any time Nibelheim and their past together is brought up after we get past the demo. But of course, the room he was looking in there was into Tifa's bedroom window. One gets the idea that perhaps Cloud peered into her window often.
Then I stopped by my mom's. Not that it matters.
Sure
It matters,
does.
Cloud.
I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too.
Barrett's a dad. Of course he wants to know.
Go on.
And Tifa wants to check what's going on here. What do you know? What do you remember?
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was
Now, there is a theory that I read a while
First
back
time we'd seen each other in 2 years.
that Cloud's dad did not die. Well, he has now, but at the time, his dad is actually President Shinra.
I'll be right
And there's an
there.
argument to be made. I don't think there's ever been anything official about it, but President Shinra did have more than one kid.
Cloud.
I do have at least one book that is supposed to deal with one of them.
Welcome home.
And one of his kids was the director of Soldier in Crisis Core, Lazard.
My. So that's what
And
wearing,
then, of course, Rufus.
You soldier sure
But
do clean up nice.
the argument goes that, you know, there is Shinra Manor, obviously named for the Shinra family, of which he is the patriarch until recently.
The man you've become.
And so he would have been a young enough man. He was living here, perhaps, involved in the research, living in the manor.
There's all kinds of temptations.
Maybe knew Claudia here, and then left with the story, and, you know, to sort of patch it up and cover the shame, maybe, or you never know how it was passed on, but that the story was that Cloud's dad died, but it was really he just left. Or maybe that's the story he told her, that he passed word back that, well, he's dead, don't worry about him anymore, etc. So, I mean, I didn't go too in-depth in the theory, but what I read, there's an argument to be made.
Okay, that's enough.
A lot of that, of course, we saw in Remake, one of his flashbacks. But it's interesting, what I noticed there was when she first reaches out and, you know, says, "Oh, that's what you're wearing as a soldier." She reaches out and touches him, and you see the Genova crackle, that static, which we know from OG7 at least that Genova has the ability to influence memories and appearances, etc. And so at this point, that's his memory being overridden with her commenting like, "Oh, that's what they've got you wearing," with him dressed in normal soldier garb, most one would presume. And then the Genova information overriding his memory and his trauma, let's be honest, making him think and rewriting that scene from I'm first class Cloud. So then there's little cuts like that, and that one being there I thought was interesting. Let's see. Of course we're gonna go see Tifa's house.
Huh? You went to my place?
Yes.
I figured you might be there.
Wait a second. You two were neighbors?
We were.
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
Yeah.
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Cloud could be his own reason and Tifa's reason all at once. Nice cat tree. Or fighting thing for kicking. Or both. My initial thought was cat tree, but it does look pretty sturdy. Oh, yep,
Remember
cat food.
My cat?
Her name was
I do,
Fluffy,
because I read the book.
Yeah.
The Tale of Two Pasts or something like that. With you get backstory on Tifa and on Aerith. Really good book. Highly recommend if you are interested in Final Fantasy VII lore. Yeah, Tifa's cat used to always take off for the Mount Nebel mountain path, and it's apparently a fairly rough cat. Okay, Tifa, don't pay attention. Look away for this part. Don't listen, Tifa. Because I'm going and I'm going to go rob your dad. Just in case I need an ether.
You went into my room?
Yes. I was looking for you. Jeez. I probably should have knocked first, though. Now, if you open this, I don't want to show it because I'm trying something different this time for no reason at all, except, I don't know. But if you do this, you say, "You went through my stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." Sounds a little bit ashamed. And Tifa and Aerith both chime in with, "You asshole." Which is funny. I just, for this playthrough, as my real playthrough, I'm going to not do that. Because I'm trying not to tick off Tifa. The Moogle doll is adorable, come on. But yeah, OG7, obviously, opening the dresser there and getting in trouble for it is a reference to OG7 when you find, like, some, what is it, like orthopedic underwear or something, I think, if you do that in the original. And then you're like, ah, never mind, I'm just kidding. So, a nice nod to that. Okay, so I did okay on the piano on the first one. I got an A. Only took me a couple of tries. Riding lessons for chocobos. I don't have the music. Oh, okay, I don't have they don't give me the sheet music in this version. Okay, well, in the demo at least, they gave you a sheet music of Tifa's theme, and you played through it. So, but apparently I don't get that yet. Yeah, it doesn't sound anything like it. I got the basics of it, but I need an actual piano in front of me to have even the slightest chance at reproducing music. I can't actually read music. I have a really good pitch for singing and reproducing it, but
Where do you learn to do
I
that?
get very confused at reading the notes. I don't do well with foreign languages, music included.
You're a merc of many talents.
So, but I did sing in an a cappella group in college for several years. I was in a musical fraternity and played the sousaphone in the band for one season, all without being able to significantly read music. So, I think I did okay. Alright, let's see here. What's left? There's the town hall. I didn't really go through this originally, but okay, so they have a little checklist here, which apparently all I did the things I needed to do. Cool. I don't think there was anything in the town hall that was important, but I'll pop it really fast and double check. Because like I said, apparently things are different, including the fact that you can't play the piano anymore.
Make sure you're good and rested.
Is the lighting... Still, the coloration and the lighting, it almost looks like there's something off, like it's superimposed or something. That's just something a little off to my eye. I don't know. What's up, Mayor Zender? I will consistently make that mistake and push the X button when I mean to push anything else. So I was doing that all the way through hard mode, remake, and DLC, etc. So I don't expect it to stop now. Alright, let's see here. Talk to you that way. Interesting what you get to see of the town now that's the same and what's different from Crisis Core, for instance. Because Crisis Core was the town was expanded on compared to OG, and now again. So you go in OG, you got this right here. That's it. Crisis Core had another branch of the town down here, at least. I wonder if we can get to that at some point. I don't remember it being there, though. And I don't think I went in here last time. I think I just accidentally missed this room. Hello.
Ah, Shinra's here, I see. Thank you for coming.
You're Shinra?
I'm Cloud.
Oh, whoops. I didn't recognize you, Cloud. How you've grown.
And you're putting your hand not at all threateningly on the sword for some reason. It's not like you have to settle it and keep it comfortable. It's magnetized to your back, my dude. Alright. Ah. of note, because I don't think I really paid attention to that last time, these are not Final Fantasy 16 doors. These are Final Fantasy 7 doors. And what I mean by that is these only open one direction, into the building. So when Cloud goes in, he pushes in. When Cloud leaves, he pulls the doors out. Clive only knows how to do one thing with doors. Clive always pushes doors dramatically open like he's Aragorn coming into Helm's Deep. Doesn't matter which door it is. If it's double doors, Clive will push them that way. Whatever way that way is. Clive does not know how to use the pull bar on a pair of doors, I swear to God. Not once in that whole game. He goes through the same door, both directions. And the door always opens in the direction he's going. Go back and check if you don't believe me. Nidhogg Hotel. I think Nidhogg is a serpent of some sort. I know it is in 12. It's a hunt, but I think it's in lore. It is a serpent or a dragon of some sort. Zangan.
Teacher of martial arts to the
And I can count the pores on your face. That is amazing graphics. You have chicken wings.
Well done.
I could totally see Zack doing this though. Like the dude.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
Don't be shy.
Damn, that guy's well developed.
At last count.
At no point in my life did I ever have the option of looking that well developed.
In fact, one of them's from this very village.
That guy was pretty damn strong when I was younger, but damn.
Tifa.
Played too many video games for that kind of physique, to be honest.
A real talent, that one.
Never had the desire for it.
She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
I'd be interested to see how one of Shinra's...
I was kind of hoping we'd get to fight him, like in a combat sim sort of thing. I'm still holding out hope that in this version of the game, we will actually get to see him again. Because as far as I know, and I don't remember this, the demo stops before anything too interesting happens at the end of this whole series. As far as I know, Zangan lived through the incident at Nibelheim. And I think he appears in the book, if I remember correctly. I know he's talked about and referenced as still being out there in the world, but I don't remember whether he actually shows up. I need to reread it, to be honest. But as far as I know, he lived, and he's got 128 students, and they make a point of mentioning it here. I really want to know if we're actually going to meet some of his other students and or him out in the world somewhere in this game. I would be so excited for that. Like learning a new limit break for Tifa or something. That would be cool. Yeah, see, look at the lighting. It's like she's too soft. The material, like it looks like she's superimposed on the picture compared to the detail of the background.
Imagine what their lives must be like.
It's just, yeah.
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does have to
Didn't really
take
notice
extra
at the
time to take care of that hair.
Looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Staring out the window, like you do.
What you looking at?
This landscape.
Huh?
I've seen it
I've
before.
seen it before.
You okay?
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right. Will do.
I'm gonna go into my bedroom. I'm waiting, Cloud.
Night.
Let the Cloud Sephiroth fanfics work with that one. Someone out there does it, I swear. That can't not be a thing.
I was too excited. Too nervous.
Watch that tail, Red. There's a rug there with some tassels.
Same for me. Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
See, again, watch the little moments and her reactions to things.
That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough.
And I want to confirm something, because I caught my attention, but I didn't go back to replay it. I didn't have a chance. How Tifa addresses
We
him.
leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Brian! Sephiroth, sir. I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa.
The cowboy outfit is also explained in the book, by the way, if you're curious.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin.
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
Now, see, notice there. We haven't seen her yet. So as far as we know, Tifa doesn't know Cloud is back.
You talk to him?
She doesn't say his name. There's no, oh my gosh, Cloud, it's you. Because
Just one photo.
if that was part of his story, she would very clearly know that wasn't part of what she remembered. She didn't remember saying, oh my god, Cloud.
There?
And so I don't know that she ever calls him by name in this whole thing.
Thanks.
And I want to confirm that watching through this time.
Having a good time.
Because originally in Crisis Core, for instance, Zack and Tifa meet. And so when he goes, oh, Tifa, you're our guide? That dialogue right there pretty much happens the same in Crisis Core. And it makes sense in that context.
I was looking forward to breathing.
But for those two who have not seen each other for 2 years, and she doesn't even say hi, Cloud, I think that was obviously a deliberate choice on their part for this, and I think it holds up that she doesn't actually address him by name. Alright, yes, box killing. Alright, now, when I came through here the first time, I tried to go off-road a lot and explore things, and you really can't. First of all, there's nothing to really see. Certainly nothing worthwhile. And as soon as you get too far away from Tifa or start going off the path, you lose the ability to run at all. You walk very slowly. And then I'm going back to Tifa, and you start running again.
You probably already know
So
this,
they
but
very
all
subtly
reactors
give you
first
the
of its
indication
kind.
you're not going the right way. Just stop doing what you're doing and go follow Tifa.
Time. But none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Aw, Sephi's a nature lover.
Man,
Such a
I
nice
wish I
guy.
could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips. I think you mean business trips, which are no
Field
fun at all.
trips.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
Watch the deer here. Watch them. Super jump! Super jump! I don't know what that one caught my eye the first time through here. Like one of them really just looked like he practically teleported up there. And so I stopped to watch the deer.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so.
I don't think nope, a couple of boxes break.
I'm not even close to burned out.
She's fine. This is her training regimen, dude.
Guess you really are the best there is.
Nice to run through here, and that's what they decided to put the credits in, the opening ones. Very good way of presenting it to us. Not that I've been looking at them, to be honest. I also think they did a great job with Tifa's design at this point, because she really does look like a younger Tifa with the promise of what she turns into. Because like Tifa, adult Tifa that we know in Remake and that we've seen briefly here, Absolutely gorgeous. I love Tifa. She's amazing in like every way imaginable. And so this is like a toned down. You can see that it's younger, etc. So she's not as the lines of her face aren't quite the same. Body obviously slightly different. So I think they did a really good job of the body model on this young Tifa and the way they set it up. Because she's just like smaller, younger.
Seen those near the village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Cloud the puppy. Alright, so yeah, basic attack. Now I still need to get a handle on this, so let's see what it does with adaptive fighting now.
It's on now. Let's finish this.
Really good monster design there.
Awesome.
Yay, trophies.
You think?
If this is how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
Alright. So at this point, okay, so this is where I can skip it. I do not want to skip. I want to go ahead and go through this again. So, no. Alright, because I also want to see if they still give us, like, tons of materia to work with like they did in the demo, or if that was just a demo of, hey, look at some of the new stuff we're going to give you to play with. Uh-oh.
Take it away.
Yes, I know, thank you. I don't do a whole lot of quick commands with Cloud. I do them with when I play as Tifa, but I don't do it as much with Cloud. I tend to be a very hands-on manual attacker, but Tifa's just too fast to do that sort of thing with, to be honest. And so, yeah, so I do it with her, especially just because it really works well, but with Cloud, I don't feel the need to do it, so I tend to still input a lot of commands manually with him. I don't know if that'll change with this, because apparently the aerial commands has its own set of buttons, so it may become necessary at some point to really mix that up to get better at the combat. Okay, I don't see anything different there. Let the bridge jiggles, like, and responds to physics.
Whoa.
Yeah, Tifa.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
See? So, teasing, playful, soldier reference, not, you know, Cloud. So it makes sense calling him soldier there as a teasing reference, but also still not saying his name.
Come on. You're done.
One thing I have problems with is getting airborne for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay. Piece of cake.
Like, at times I would launch and I was airborne and I was doing great, and then when I wanted to do it on purpose, for some reason I wasn't able to launch. So I still need to figure out what the difference is and why I'm having problems with that, to be honest. Okay, I see some ledge spaces up here, maybe? Can I get up there? Maybe not yet. I see the marks on the map. Alright, anything over there? Ooh, I see. Come on. There it is, what I was looking for. Up there. Come on, I see it on the map. How do I get there? Cloud, can you like climb a tree or something? Work with me here, buddy. Man, okay, seriously. There's got to be a way of getting up there somehow. Maybe later on in the game. Alright. Never mind. Down there. How are we doing here? Getting ahead. Okay. Is there anything in this area anywhere? Maybe there? No, okay, come on. Thought I saw something. Alright, well, everything's falling up here. Let's go down now. Back to get him! Monster deer! Okay. Anything in the house? You found some material in there. Slightly more fine. Alright. I don't know what point I started finding random material in a couple places that I didn't expect to. But there were some that were sort of out of the way places that were a little bit easy to overlook, so hence I'm checking out all of this. Oh crap, I seriously did. I just realized I've been backtracking this whole damn time. I apologize. I'll skip to when I was back up to going the right way. Tifa really should have said something. Hey, Cloud, idiot, we're going the wrong way. She warned me enough times when we were trying to get to Barrett in the train tunnel. Because yes, the first time I played Remake, something was apparently still missing on installation. Oh, well. Yeah, when I first played Remake and you get to the point where you're going to rescue Barrett in the train tunnel, I absolutely ran down the opposite end of the train tunnel forever until it wouldn't let me anymore.
All yours.
You know what to do, Cloud.
Let's finish.
No, not that. Nope, that one.
You're done.
See ya.
Oh, I thought I had this song. I guess I can't change the material yet. Also, see ya! Totally a Zack line. Oh, I believe that was Cloud Soldier. Or Trooper, rather.
Thank you.
I got the rest.
Ah, I really am not very good at blocking, I'll be honest.
Now. Let's finish this. Time to get serious. Bye.
No, you don't.
I'm not trying to escape.
We still have a long way to go.
I'm 16 flashbacks when I kept accidentally leaving the hunt monster area and having to redo the entire hunt fight.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You better.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
Okay, now I can change his materia. No. it doesn't really tell me anything I don't already know. I did it on the demo just to see, but yeah. Alright, so Cloud can't obviously change his gear, but what do we got here? We do have assess. I don't know that that's going to do any good at all and carry over, but what the hell. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, ice, healing, fire, just like before. Not expecting anything different. I think wind was the first one that I found by wandering around. Okay, unique ability. Okay, Punisher mode. Yeah, that's nice.
Now we're talking. Start now. You're done. See ya.
I do like that they give him that wind slash from a distance option.
Let's finish this. You're done. I'll end it. Well, that's that.
Yeah, I'm not noticing a big difference in combat so far, so I don't know how it adjusts. I'm assuming based on some sort of AI for how well you're doing in the fights, and it may not even do it until you get into the story proper. Well, I guess we'll find out. But so far, this feels pretty much the same way the combat in the demo was. I'm not noticing any increase or decrease based on me sucking. Let's see here. All right. See, I don't know how to get airborne and stuff. If I can get started airborne, I do okay dodging and rolling mid-air and keeping myself there, and it's actually a lot of fun. Nope. Let's do a quick assess.
Felt pretty good.
See, got airborne, used it. I don't know what got me there though. That's the frustrating part about this. Okay, now I'm remembering how to read the stupid map. Although after having suffered through FF16's lack of a mini-map, I will take whatever they give me. And I will appreciate it. Alright, let's do... Good enough. As I feel the need to explain in just about every Final Fantasy game I play, I was mentally scarred by the original Final Fantasy I, and I have a tendency to try and keep my magic in reserve. I don't use it in combat unless I absolutely need to. And I use it for healing and stuff afterwards, which works well for adapting to hard mode, for instance, in, you know, not abusing your magic use and saving it for when you really need it. So that worked out very well for me, actually. Lack of items was interesting, but by that time you're strong enough that it doesn't matter. The bridge is out! Yes, I know.
It's a dead end. Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago.
Then why did you let me go this way, guide lady?
Okay.
Yeah, I saw this the first time through, and I was like, okay, they have to let me through there. And, you know, 5 minutes later they did. Also, why is Tifa turned sideways? She could absolutely just walk down this thing and maybe barely brush her shoulders against the sides. She's tiny. And of course, Sephi's already through.
This way. Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guide. Good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have let us straight off a cliff.
I'm pretty sure we would have stopped before falling off the edge, Sephiroth.
Yes.
I'm back looking for telltale glows. Nope. Maybe we're not there yet, or maybe they aren't not in this version. Alright. Thanks, PlayStation lighting physics. Every time. Any game that has going from dark, from light into a dark area, I swear that that's every single game I've played on the PlayStation has that problem. It just does not like giving up the darkness. Alright, this should be level boost, yes. Which, I'm going to equip it, even though I'm not planning on using it anytime soon, if at all. So the level boost increases the ability, so now Blizzard, it's still only the level 1 of the star materia, 1 star, but now this is treating it like it's 2, so I get Blizzara access. Which is pretty cool. It's a nice way to get some interesting upgrades on materia on the fly. Look into my eyes, Cloud Strife. It's the Mako. Alright, I recognize that shadow back there. I thought this was a great way for to introduce this enemy model. Because they're a little bit silly in the OG, as many of the enemies were. Fire. Shoot. I thought maybe they were ice, so that's why I left it on Blizzara to Blizzara. I was wrong. That increases pressure, not stagger. Not bad. Let's go for slash get the attack in before he unstaggers.
See ya. Well, that's that.
Good enough. No, it's okay, Sephi. You just stay back. I had it. I know you were concerned.
The reactor may have been around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Mako poisoning.
Yeah, can't go use the elevator until you grab the Hoover.
Air purification unit must be employed to clear excess Mako gas.
Oh, gonna hold it? Or did I push it twice? I don't know.
by 20%.
But it is on a cord there, so this is technically a mini game in some cases of how to get this, maneuver this thing around and soak up all the Mako gas with the limited range they give you.
Levels reduced by 70%.
This is definitely the job for a soldier and not one of those, you know, random troopers there.
No Mako gas detected. Elevator access granted.
Interesting. The details on an area that it doesn't look like we get to go make me wonder if either in this reactor or another reactor like it, we'll get to climb the stairs and stuff like that in the background. All aboard! Cloud's hair's a little curly at the base of his neck. I see that on the map. Anything here? See this? I don't like it. They clearly bait us with, here's a narrow thing off the beaten path. There's clearly supposed to be something back there, and there's not. I can only hope they will redeem themselves by putting something there later in the game. Make sure I didn't miss something. Again, not like it really matters for this at this point in the storyline. I swear I have found wind materia before this, so again, yeah, I either missed it or it's not in the real version. Or I'm not there yet, I don't know. What is that flipped up in the background? Weird. Sorry, heard a noise. Must be a cat clawing at the carpet outside. Okay, this corner. Did it have anything down there? Nope. Okay. See? We go down this little side thing. There's a reward. There's a chest. That's how it's supposed to work. I do like the little icon that pops up for when you find treasure and stuff. The potion ones look like the potion that Zack drinks in the headquarters in Shinra building on the ground level. There's a like, we have a special on potions here. You want to try ones? And you know, gives basically a free Phoenix Down effect. Those potions looks the way they have the high potion icons here. I think similar at least. Bridge jiggle physics. Well, hasn't said his name. And Sephiroth's like, let's see, can I climb? No, I think that's a bad idea. I'll just go down.
What are you?
You gotta get, Sephiroth is absolutely confident in his power and abilities. And it shows in every mannerism. They did a great job portraying his persona at this point in his life. Also, dude can just stand up against the current. Yep. And pull other people out of the water. Yep. Rescue that soldier. We all know one of the two goes bye-bye. One with the deeper voice, and who does not have blonde hair. who I can only assume will come back later in the game as a super boss. You left me to die, but I survived. Because that's the sort of weird thing that RPGs do sometimes.
He's in Fate's hands now.
So it doesn't mean he's dead. Just saying.
Do you know the way?
Yeah. Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village.
I think if I read correctly, I really wasn't paying that much attention. Because I didn't know if it was going to spoil anything. But I think I read something that there was an update to Remake that just came out that changes Tifa's character model in the memories, the flashback scenes, where she's in this outfit. And I think it like adds in a black undershirt.
Good luck.
I guess wasn't there originally. I honestly don't remember. You never really got that close a look or paid that close attention to how she looked at that point. But I think I read something to that effect, so that they brought her character model in Remake in line with how they've changed her up a little bit here in Rebirth, and I believe that was the change. Also, apparently, they changed Aerith's final line in the after credit scenes, or not the after credit, but the right before credits, where she says, like, the steel sky, I miss it. Apparently now she says, the open sky, or missing the steel sky, like the steel sky, I hate it, or something like that. They changed that line. And so the speculation is it for actual reasons, or was it just because of bringing it in line with translation differences, that sort of thing? I don't think there's been a full explanation yet. And as I believe probably anyone who's ever played the game will make the comparison, we have now reached the Horizon Final Fantasy Edition, where we are climbing the yellow marked path. Come on. Up we go. Yup. Up, up, up. Back up, Cloud. Hello? Cloud! I'm pushing up. Work with me, Cloud. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Alright. A stop, which I don't need. There should be HP plus, I think. Yeah, alright. Now, you can't change Sephiroth's material or equipment, of course. So you cannot do the tried and true Final Fantasy method of, well, this guy's about to leave my party. Maybe I can just yoink some of that stuff. Give myself the good gear. Alright. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything really that interesting here. I'll sit on that after the fight.
Off you go.
And we get to control Sephiroth. Try to use his special abilities to their full potential yet.
Hold still. Watch him.
But as long as we have the option of being Sephiroth, we're probably going to be Sephiroth. I'll trade off during the big fights, but... Alright, and I think before we progress too much further here, I'm going to put a cut in the video just to keep the editing a little bit easier on my end. So, continue on the next video, please.